Fact of the day.
Fact of the day.
Hello, hi, and welcome to Fact of the Day with me, Mark Lotsu. What came first, the button or the buttonhole? Now, the idea of the button is very, very old. The oldest one that we know of is from the Indus Valley, the city of Mohenjodaro, and it's 5,000 years old and made of shell. Now, at that time, buttons would have been purely decorative, and they stayed that way for thousands of years. Actual buttonholes, real buttonholes, didn't appear until Germany in the 13th century. 5,000 years later. And it's thought that they were driven by a fashion towards wearing tighter clothes. So what did people do in the intervening 5,000 years? Well, they used toggles, they used pins, they used brooches, and in significant world areas, they used carefully wound clothing like plaids and saris, which avoided the issue altogether. Now, the pin of choice, the pin that everybody loved to have, was called the fibula, and that helped to keep everything pinned together. Now, we know that button and buttonholes were happening together by 1250, because there was a guild in France especially for button makers. So naturally, rich people showed off their opulence and their wealth on these buttons, adorning them with precious metals and jewels. And in Renaissance Italy, a gathering of rich people was known as being in a stanze de bottoni, which translates to a button room. And beware of people with hollow buttons, because you never know what's going to be found in them. Poison. Now, here's a great little fact for you. In the 19th century, men would button their shirts with their right hands, and maids would button up women's shirts using the maid's right hands. That's why men's buttons are on the right and women's buttons are on the left. And finally, cowpalnophobia. 1 in 75,000 people suffers from extreme fear of buttons. Imagine that, not being able to go clothes shopping, being fearful of seeing your friends in case they've got some buttoned clothing on. Buttons everywhere, even on the moon. That is what came first, the button or the buttonhole. Thanks for watching. Love you, bye, love you, bye. Love you, bye.